Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. What's going on, guys? What's popping? What's popping? Now I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I'm still waking up here, but let's get straight into market and see what it blesses us with. Hopefully something good. Hopefully something quick today because I want to go back to bed. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But anyways, here let me go ahead and start up the live trading here over in the premium, and then we go from there. All right, let me see. Yeah, so far we're coming into a pretty bearish market so far. I wanna see the main reason behind this. Obviously, we have some liquidity to a downside that we might want to, you know what I mean, that we might want to be taking out. So that's what we're gonna be looking for right now. All right, we're gonna see how we react off of these levels as we take it out lower and lower. And depending on what we do, obviously, yes, seems pretty bearish here. Obviously with what we do, guys, we're gonna try to get a reaction, and then based off that reaction, we're gonna try to snipe the bottom and see if we could trade into the upside liquidity up here, which would be, in my opinion, the best thing possible. Because obviously I'm not trying to chase shorts anymore after pretty much a big move happened like this. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see. But anyways, here, let me go ahead and start the live trading over in the premium, and then we go from there. Let me see for trading. All right, cool. But yeah, so far, I mean, it seems like we're taking out every level of liquidity to the downside, which it's a good thing for now, but it could take some time for us to even get a setup if we continue going lower and lower. So we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna go ahead and see. Yo, wait, am I thinking? Yo, what's going on, guys? What's popping? What's popping? All right, guys. So, okay, coming into market open. Honestly, it's looking a little bit interesting. We're selling off a lot. Why? I'm not sure. I don't think we have news today either. Do we have news today? Let me check. Hold up. Schedule. Yeah, Tuesday, no news. Okay, so today's gonna be pure price action, pretty much. Um, but what's it called? Okay, so coming into market open, obviously it seems like we're selling off like crazy, and we all know pretty much the main reason behind that is more than likely just to take out the liquidity to the downside. So then we have the only objective being the upside. All right, so that is currently what we're looking for right now, and we're gonna see what we can work with. So pretty much, going forward. Now, we do have two fair value gaps from what we're seeing coming into market open, but the one that is interesting me or giving me all the interest is going to be this one right here. Obviously, main reason being is because if we look to inverse somewhere around here, we're going to go straight into this next fair value gap, which we can then reject off of and then get stopped out. So if we do want to start looking for some longs, if we're able to get a deal well sweep from this range, we could look to take something right here, which could take some time. I mean, it is about 100 points away, but if buyers look really strong, it shouldn't really be an issue for us to go higher into this level of or this imbalance up here. All right, now let me go ahead and put out that I'm live on YouTube real quick, guys. So give me 1 second real quick. There we go. Okay, but yeah, so coming into market open, I do see that we are setting off like crazy, but I don't know. I'm not too convinced on the selling just yet. Obviously, the market just opened, so I wouldn't know. But I am pretty interested to see if and how buyers are able to step in. So yeah, we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see. But yeah, um, let me see. Good morning. What's going on? What's going on? What's up? What's up? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know if you can hear my voice. I am a little bit tired. I didn't get so much sleep last night because my flight got delayed like crazy. So I got home at like 1 in the morning, I think, around there. So I am tired, really tired. But it's all cool. It's all cool. I'll wake up in a second. But yeah. So by the way, guys, the level of liquidity that I have marked out right now. Oh yeah, wait. I forgot. For the 350 people in here, and for however many people on YouTube, guys, please switch over to MNQM5. The contracts did roll over last night. So we are no longer trading MNQH5. We are trading MNQM5. So make sure you guys roll over your contracts, because if you don't, then if we get a trade and you guys try entering, it's gonna reject your order, and then you guys are gonna be complaining in the chat, and I'm not trying to deal with that. All right. So right now, before we get a setup, guys, go over to your TradeAvate or TopSupX or whatever it is, if it hasn't automatically rolled over your contracts, and search up MNQM5. All right. What about minis? Just take out the M from the front. There's no difference. So if you're gonna do minis, it'll be NQM5. If you do micros, is MNQM5. All right, so do that right now, guys, because I am not trying to hear anyone complaining if you do end up getting a trade and your orders get rejected. All right, so for the next few months, we're going to be trading M and Q M5. All right, what does contract rollover mean? Well, in the markets, I don't know if you're familiar with options or not, but contracts, they have this expiration where we can trade them for a certain amount of time. Once they expire, and we are, what the hell was sell off? All right, whatever. Anyways, when contracts expire, obviously we can't trade them anymore, so we need to trade the new contracts, which right now is M and Q M5. So guys, right now, go switch over to them. All right, while we wait for a setup. And by the way, what was the selling? This selling was something. I don't know where it came from. I don't think we have news coming out. Yeah, I don't know what this was about. But I mean, if we're gonna go lower, so be it. All right, we're gonna have to wait for that then. All right. But yeah, so far it seems like the market wants lower, maybe into 643, as that's what I have next. I don't think I have anything else below it. Or anywhere near like above 643.25. Yeah, no, literally nothing here. Literally nothing here. The next level I have is this low right here. But we're gonna see. So far the market, I'm not gonna say it looks interesting because obviously we don't have anything to work with here. But if we do end up shooting straight down into 643, I mean, we could probably take a really risky start position off one of these gaps and then just add as we go higher. That won't be a horrible idea, but we need very strong buying. We need very, very strong buying. But yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So yeah, so far, let me go ahead and mark out this gap right here just in case. So depending on whatever happens in this candle, I mean, if this candle is able to shoot up and still hold above 757, and holds above this gap right here, I'll consider taking a starter position, into some longs to the upside. But I mean, that won't even look so promising. I'll probably take that really, really light. Like I'm talking like 5 contracts maybe. But I'm not sure where this selling came from, because I understand this one, right? We have liquidity to downside and everything that what I mean, it's acting like a magnet. But this selling right here, I mean, this candle just went from a green to very red type. It was a very, very red candle. So I'm not sure where that came from. Now, another issue that we have, guys, is I do not have any levels over on ES, because obviously you guys know on TradingView, when the contracts roll over, all of your levels mess up, so you have to restart. And I didn't have time yesterday to really restart these levels. So yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. Now it's not a big problem because obviously I have the nearby liquidity, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, I mean, just in case we go lower, I have to like mark out my levels again, because I literally didn't have time to do that last night because of the flight. But let me go ahead and do that right now as we wait for some uniform. Be like something like right here. We have some liquidity right here as well. All right, there you go. Okay. So we have, okay. Yep, looks good. We could have something here, but it's not really a big deal. Okay. Now on the 5-minute to the upside, we really have nothing interesting. We can mark out these 2 gaps here. Now, wait, we have, okay, so ES has 2 gaps instead of 3, which could tell us that ES might be a little bit stronger to the upside than NQ is. So we're gonna see how we do that. Yeah, we have 2 gaps here over on ES. There we go. Okay, NQ on the other hand. Now, like I said, I want to see what NQ does off of this gap, because it seems like we got an impulse in selling, but it's not super stable. You know what I mean? Like obviously with a lot of selling like this, you would imagine we go down a lot lower, but that's not the case today. So maybe we still try. Maybe for now it's a maybe. Maybe NQ is still able to actually hold above 757 and try to get a DOL sweep off of this level to go ahead and look to take some starter positions off of this right here, and then we just look to scale really quick at 803. So we're looking at like 40 points for a quick trip, for a quick scalp here, which is not bad at all. And then we could just worry about the gaps later on as we trim and go higher. Not a bad idea. But yeah, so far this selling right here, not my best interest, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Yo, Blast, I'm trying to buy live. Are you trying to buy it on eval account? Because if you're on eval accounts, you don't buy them. Apex does it for you. But if you're on your own account, then yeah, you gotta buy it. Does any continuation model look better? Well, the reason I don't look for a continuation model is mainly because the objective already got hit. We took out like 3 levels of liquidity going down, and I'm not trying to chase that. You know what I mean? That's usually what I always do. So what I'm looking for now, before I start looking for a continuation model, is the more levels of liquidity that we take out, I'm going to see how buyers are able to react. If they keep struggling to actually sweep the liquidity, then I'll start looking for a continuation model into lower, like these levels down here. But so far, yeah, I'm looking for a reversal. What's the new one? MNQM5. That is the new contract. MNQM5. Yeah, I'm gonna look for something like this in this case. I'll do like, since I'm doing starters, I can afford a lot more. So like 35 points wouldn't be too bad. This candle closes in 1 minute as well, so maybe we can get something really, really quick here. Oh wait, I don't even have my indicator. There you go. Okay. But yeah, no, buyers are stepping in really nice here. Let me see if I can get this in time. Huh. There you go. But yeah, no, buyers are stepping in really nice here. I'm not gonna lie, I might want to take a start position very soon, guys. Very, very soon. I'm gonna look to see if we can get an inverse off of this gap right here. Wouldn't be too bad. So far, we are rejecting off the gap right now, but if buyers are able to flip this candle back to green and actually hold it up really nice, wouldn't be a bad idea to take some starters right here. It's an idea for now. Obviously, we need very strong buying, but it is what I am looking for. So if anything, I'll take five contracts at first above like 670 maybe. Around there wouldn't be a bad idea. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, so far no. We're still getting a fair value gap projection here. So I'm not sure. Keep in mind, guys, we still are holding below 757. So far we're still aiming to go lower. But if price is able to actually break above this liquidity over at 757, and we inverse this gap with strong buying, it would not be up like at all. I would actually really like to take a long position. So I'll see. I'll let you guys know. But so far, it seems like we're pretty neutral right now. So sellers are definitely still trying to step in. But there's no sign of a continuation, as we're not able to break down below this low with pressure. So, and ES, by the way, is picking up like crazy. So if ES is able to inverse this, it'll give NQ that extra boost that it might need to go higher. So obviously ES and NQ have kind of the same setup right here. So we'll see what we can do. But yeah, I do like this as long as buyers are able to hold up this candle right here to the point where it shows that sellers don't have the strength to go higher. We should be good. But if we do break below this low, we probably have more of a chance to take out 643 first instead of inversing this gap. But we'll see. We'll see. So far, it does seem like sellers are kind of slowing down a little bit, which obviously is a good sign. But we just don't know how price is going to reverse or when it's going to reverse. That's the thing. We're just looking. We're just preparing for it. But we just don't know when it's gonna happen because obviously sellers still want lower, but buyers are really trying to step in around this range because you guys already know we took out the liquidity at 757, which you know what I mean. That's where buyers are usually bound to step in. But if they don't have the strength and sellers continue stepping in, we're gonna go ahead and shoot into 643, try to get the same reaction and look for the same setup just around this range down here. So that is what I'm looking for. Now I'm really hoping we don't get sellers to really step in. We just broke the low down here. But I'm hoping sellers don't step in so strong, mainly because if we want to go lower, which is totally fine if we do, it's just gonna take a lot longer for us to get a setup. That's the only downside to it. The upside is we go lower, we take out more liquidity. That's less liquidity that we have to worry about going later on in the day. All right. Now the con to it is if we go lower, we're gonna have to wait for a 120 point push up to get an entry, which I don't want to do. I want to enter right now. You know what I mean? And I'm fine entering off a DOL sweep from 757. It's the same thing. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. like I said, so far it seems like sellers want to step in, but they just don't have that strength to continue going lower. So we'll see. All right, now we're trying to get a red to green candle. If we're able to get that in this candle right here, that'll be amazing. Because guys, if we're able to get a red to green candle in this candle in the next 35 seconds, this next candle should be a rip up to these highs up here. Because obviously it will just show that buyers gain back the control over in this candle. But I don't think we're gonna get it. Now, in this at the same time, while we wait for this, actually no, I'll do it after the trade because I kind of wanted to talk about more on the long term thing. Because I've been getting asked a lot of questions on that. For obviously those that are interested in doing it. Now, so far, sellers are still stepping in. Yes, it's about to break this new low down here. And NQ is kind of just sitting there. But if I were to say something, I would say I want to say we're probably gonna see 643 first, and then we see the sweep above this inverse. But I don't know. I mean, it's like sellers want this to go lower. They're just getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker every single candle. Which obviously is an amazing sign for a reversal, but it's just when our buyers gonna step in. We gotta wait for that. But yes, continues going lower. We're probably gonna see 667 first. We're right there. We might as well take it out. You know what I mean? Now my only issue, guys, is like I said, if we do end up getting a starting position of this, not only will we need very, very, very strong buying, but we have a lot that's like against us from going higher. So it's either we enter very light right here, or we don't enter at all until we go all the way to the 900s. And right now we're sitting at the 600s. You know what I mean? So, and the reason I'm saying that, guys, is let's say, for example, we take an inverse here. We have two fair value gaps that's holding us down. Not only that, but we have a huge 50-minute gap that's also going to be holding us down if we do take the inverse. So, like I said, we need to have the best of the best confirmations behind this trade, and we also need to be sizing extremely light. Because obviously it's really risky, and I'm going to be taking the start position, but just up here. That's what I want to be looking at. So yeah. But you guys see what I mean, right? Like sellers are trying to step in, but the volume is getting slower and slower and slower by the candle. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I don't want to say anything just yet, but I want to say that we could reverse very very soon. I would say the lowest point we go to is 643 lowest. Now obviously if the selling picks up, then yeah, we could probably go lower. But from the way the selling is looking like right now and the volume and everything, where it's kind of slowing down. Obviously, we still have room for lower because we have kind of like a magnet right here at 643, which sellers do want to take out, but it's just so slow to the point where I feel like we we could get just enough selling to see 643, and then we just reverse right back up. Now if we can create a setup on the way down, that'll be even better. But if not, we're gonna have to wait for 767, which, like speaking right now, we're literally 100 points away from it. So you know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm gonna tell you guys that it is a lot. But me personally, I'm waiting on this one. I'm waiting it out. 80 points away. We're not 80 points away. We're like 10 points away from the level. Yeah, 20 points away. So we get one little 20-point sell off. Hopefully, we're able to create some sort of a gap in the next minute and 30 seconds. And then we can trade off this one and then just use these as our price targets instead. So we can get an earlier entry. So, you know what I mean? Instead of us having to wait for this deal will sweep plus buyers and then a 100-something point push up to then get an entry to then go higher. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do that. If it pushes past 643 with strength, would you consider a continuation model, or are you pretty set on longs for today? Good question. I mean, obviously, I would have to see how we react. I can't just tell you, oh, I'm only gonna be looking for longs. You know what I mean? If the market wants lower, then yeah, I'll trade with it. But for now, I'm not gonna chase shorts because we took out most of the objectives. So right now, what I'm looking for is to see if buyers are able to step in, which they're trying to, but there's nothing crazy yet. Hey David, when was 643? It's right here. I mean, you scroll back a little bit and it'll be like right here. So it's on the 5 minute time frame, by the way. I don't think you'll find it on any other time frame. Actually, yeah, no, you can find it. You can find it over on the 15 minute. It's just this pullback that we had right here on Friday, pretty much at 10 in the morning. This one right here. It was good, bro. It was good. I'm tired, bro. They delayed my flight like 2 3 times yesterday. I was supposed to be home at like 9, I think. I got home at 1 in the morning. So I didn't end up going, by the way. We had other plans, so we just ended up doing that. Are you charting on MNQ1? No, I'm doing it on NQ1, which is kind of the same thing. Limitless, I do it 1-to-1. So if I'm risking 30 points as my stop loss, I'll be trimming at 30 points. All right, so we just took out 643. All right, there we go. All right, so like I said, guys, if I were to say anything, I would want to say 643 would be, in my opinion, the lowest point that we go to, at least for now. At least for, obviously, we can go lower later. It's just the way the volume is. I don't know. I wouldn't say we have enough room to go to 605. We could. I'm not saying we can't, but it would just make the most sense if we take out 643 and then buyers just completely step in. Because obviously, you guys know the deal. We took out the liquidity around this range. We kept going lower. No signs of buying. All right, cool. All right. We take out the next level, 757. We take out liquidity. Buying tries to step in. Nothing crazy. All right. But the selling did slow down a little bit, right? Compare the selling here to here. Right? And then we ended up getting some buying interest, but not enough to really reverse the price. So when you guys start seeing this pattern right here, after we take out a level of liquidity and we continue going lower, typically what this means is that sellers are getting weaker and buyers trying to gain control. All right, so the more levels of liquidity that we take out and the less interest that's pretty much, when there's less interest in going lower, what this means pretty much is that we have a higher chance of buyers really trying to step in right here. Yes, I've said it a million times. Yeah, roll your contracts to M and QM5. But yeah, like I said, guys, I really believe like that 643 should be one of, if not the lowest point that we go to today. It's just the way buyers tried stepping in at 757. It showed that they want to start gaining control, but they don't have enough volume just yet or enough interest, right? So what this means is that price will go down 1 or 2 more levels of liquidity, take that out, and then buyers gain more interest as sellers are less interested in the market because obviously the objective already got hit. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah. No, MNQ M5 is for TradeView, not for TradingView. TradingView just use NQ1 and you'll be fine. What's it? Yeah, it's the same thing. Just replace NQ with ES. 37. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I have to edit this. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to get prepared right now to see if buyers are able to step in around this range. If they are, like I said, well, we still have to pump up like 90 more points. Still, I mean, on the bright side, it will give us a confirmation that buyers are really stepping in. But damn, we have to do a lot here, so we need a lot of buying pressure. A lot. We have 95 points to go for at least one entry, unless we create one right here. But I kind of doubt it. So we're gonna see, but we need a lot of selling pressure. A lot. Is MNQ the right? Yeah. No, not 25. 5, just 5. MNQ on 5, guys. But I'm pretty sure TradeView auto rolls your contract either way, so I'm pretty sure everyone in here already has M5 already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure TradeView auto rolls it. Yeah, yeah. I traded view. It's NQ. I just used the regular NQ one. It'll be right here. This one. The minis. No, I mean switching contracts does absolutely nothing. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you guys is if we're able to come out green today, I know yesterday we did come out green, at least for the people that took the trade. It hit the price target and everything. Although it was a quick scalp, nothing crazy. It's still green. Um, if we come out green today, guys, I'm gonna try to avoid tomorrow. Main reason being is we have FOMC tomorrow, and you guys already know how that goes. Now if we don't get a trade today, I'll consider trying to trade in the morning, but I am not trading PM. Obviously, FOMC. It's a huge gamble. It's a huge gamble. So I'm not trying to do that. But obviously I do want to deliver to you guys. So if we don't get anything today, I'll see what we can work with for tomorrow. Now, buyers are stepping in, which is what we expected. Did we not? Now, obviously, we need to make sure that they actually hold it. But you guys see what I mean? With buyers trying to step in at 757, but them kind of struggling, and we shoot lower into the next level of liquidity. Like I always say, guys, the more levels of liquidity that we take out towards a certain direction, the less interest that direction is going to have as the liquidity already got taken out. Keep in mind, the whole reason price went into that liquidity or into that DOL is to take out the liquidity on that level. All right. Yeah. Obviously, buyers are kind of struggling. We're not just gonna reverse out like this. But we should start expecting price to start making new highs constantly. Right. Instead of making new lows, we should start expecting it to start doing something like this. Like this. So higher highs and higher lows, pretty much. Right. This would be the MSS model. Right. So in this case, we're gonna have the DOL sweep right here. Okay, let me mark it out for you guys. We would have so right here we have external, right? The external liquidity. External DOL, right? External low DOL. Now, what we're getting right here, guys, is we took out the drawn liquidity, right? So price took out the DOL and is currently holding above it to confirm the DOL sweep. All right, so now that we have that, pretty much all we need is, and keep in mind, don't expect price to reverse like in a blink of an eye. You know what I mean? That's not what we're looking for. We're just waiting on price to start reversing, right? So now, as you guys see, sellers are still trying to step in, but buyers keep bringing this candle into new highs, or at least trying to, right? So what this is telling us right here is that buyers are gaining control right here, right? So with buyers gaining control and creating constant new highs, this will signal the MSS model, right? And like I said, guys, did we not say that 643 might be the absolute bottom in the market? Did I not say that? Well, look what's happening right here. And why is that? Like I said, guys, the more levels of liquidity that we take out to the downside, the less interest that direction is going to have towards that direction. All right. So that's exactly why I told you guys I'm expecting price to start shooting a lot higher to the upside. All right. So now with us getting this buying pressure and everything, all we need now is simply just to inverse this gap up here, and that's it. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. But obviously we still need price to kind of do its thing and push up a lot, like 65 points. So maybe like one really strong push up and we should be back to the setup. But ES on the other hand, ES is showing a lot of interest here. Compared to NQ. NQ looks like it's kind of like what like it's obviously there's buyers there, but NQ compared to ES looks a lot more interesting. So if anything, we can use ES to start finding our price targets to the upside, even though it has the same setups. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, I know we are expecting price to go higher. We just don't know how long it will take. We obviously need to make sure that buyers are in complete control, so we don't have an issue taking an inverse off this one, because you guys know we have a 15-minute gap right here. We have a 5-minute, another 5-minute, and so much more. All right, so yeah, as much as I like the setup and all the confirmations that we're getting, I'm gonna do this with a starter position right here, and if I like it enough, I'll consider adding. If not, I'll just size really light on this trade and then just hold it. But as long as we have all the confirmations, we shouldn't really have anything too crazy to worry about. But yeah, we'll see. Yes, it's fucking with this. You got some power. Let me see. As long as price doesn't break below this low, which will signal a continuation for lower at least into 605, we should be good. Because right now the whole goal right now is to make sure that price is able to hold above 643, so we can start getting some sort of an idea for buyers actually stepping in. Obviously, we had a sign that buyers are trying to step in, but sellers are still in the picture. Right now, sellers won't be in complete control as long as price is able to hold above this low right here. All right, because right, what this could be, guys, is just a simple pullback in the market. You guys know pretty much what ends up happening is price, with the price selling off like crazy, it can't just reverse just because it wants to. You know what I mean? It can't reverse from one candle all the way back to the up to the highs. It's gonna take time. You know what I mean? It's gonna take time, and that's what we need to wait for. So obviously, we're gonna get some pullbacks here and there. It's not only gonna be green candles. But I mean, look at this. Look at this. If this does not show strong, bro, what is it with you and this Twitter account, bro? I like, bro, you keep adding me. You've added me like 5 times about this Twitter account, bro. I don't know who that is. Are you still taking starters? Yeah, no, I'm gonna do starters. I'm gonna do starters off 770. I just use Forex Factory. I don't really. No, five. It's about that. It's about account that gives news every minute. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be way too much, bro. Yeah, I'll stick to Forex Factory. It's been doing me good. Is this an A plus setup? Well, for the looks of it, yeah. But the reason I'm gonna be for the reason I'm going to be taking this light is mainly because obviously um we have way too much to the upside that's really stopping us from, you know what I mean, doing what we want to see. So although we have all of the confirmations kind of lining up right now, and let's say for example we get the inverse here, not only are we going to be entering a 15-minute fair value gap, but we also have a 5-minute right here and another 5-minute right here. So we need a lot of buying pressure to kick in. Which obviously, you know what I mean, if we don't have it at the time that we get to entering full size is going to be really, really risky, which I'm not trying to do. So if anything, I'll just take something that I don't really care about losing, which should be about 5 contracts. Can you show us the 643 level? Yeah, it's on the 5-minute time frame. It's right here. This already. So the market obviously pushed up, pulled back from this low, and then pushed even higher. So this is the level that we're looking at. 643. Isn't it better to wait for liquidity? Yeah, we took it out. What the, bro? The fuck is this? Yeah, no, we took out liquidity at 643. But bro, what is it selling right here? Crazy selling. I don't know if it's gonna be a pullback or not, but I don't know where that volume came from. How big was it selling? Oh no, it's only 53 points. Nothing crazy. I thought it was gonna be like something like 100 points, but nothing crazy. Now, in the meantime, guys, I'm still waiting for the people that are looking to do long term with me. Um, on the bright side, if the market continues selling off, we're gonna be getting this price at a very discount. For those that don't know, guys, I am trying to get into this stock for long term like crazy. Like I'm about to like fully load contracts into the stock right here. I am really really interested in it. And for those that don't know, on this one right here, it moves based off how Nasdaq is moving. So if Nasdaq does good, then obviously this will do good. But I am really trying to get into this one. I'm super interested in this one. As you guys see, look at the stock, which is GEPQ, right? You see how look at the movement, right? It's red, 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 green. Look at QQQ, red, 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 green, right? So it moves exactly how Nasdaq is moving. So obviously I do believe the market. I don't know if it's gonna go lower in a way, but I am really interested in getting some ads around this range, like tomorrow. Like I'm gonna be putting a lot of money into this tomorrow. Now I don't really care about the growth of the stock itself. I just care about the dividends a lot. So I'm gonna see. But so far, guys, I mean, this pullback, nothing crazy. I mean, buyers are still trying to recover from this. So the only bad thing about this is just it might just take some a little bit more time for us to really like go back up. But I mean, waiting won't really be an issue. What accounts do you use for long-term investment that pays dividend? Just regular account. Like if you go to Robinhood or Weibo and you just open an account, that's literally all you need. What you're gonna buy? I'm gonna do Weibo. I've always stuck to Weibo. I was gonna do Robinhood, but Robinhood sucks. Plus, I have real-time data. But my NQ1 chart looks different. I don't see that 643 level on my chart. Um, Oh, because you have to click. If you haven't clicked this yet, click it. This goes for everyone. Like if you guys are on TradingView, the reason you guys don't see the same levels as me is because you have to click BADG. Click this down here. What it's gonna do is it's gonna adjust the contract switch. Because in your chart there might be a massive gap, but it's not on mine. All right. So for those that are on TradingView, which is literally everyone, guys, go ahead and click this right here if you haven't already. Make sure it is blue. All right, guys. Make sure to click this. Then you guys will see all the levels that I have. I don't see that sweep. Bro, we took it out. It's right here. I have the level. We took it out right here. Yeah. So for those that don't have that, for those that have a gap up, just click this right here, the BADG. This right here. No, not ETH. This one, the one right next to it. Right. What it does is just adjust the price of the contracts. This right here. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I got you. I don't have the same as you. What do you mean? I don't have this. What do you? If anything, guys, if you guys don't have it, click on the little gear icon right here, and then it should be. The thing is, everyone's supposed to have it. Now, I'm pretty sure if you guys are trading MNQ1, or maybe wait, let me see something. MNQ. Oh, okay, guys. If you guys are on MNQ, or NQ M2025, the whole reason it's not giving it to you guys is because you guys are on a contract, not on the Nasdaq itself. So go just search up NQ, right? You don't have to click on anything down here. Click search up NQ and just click the first one. When you guys click it, it's gonna show up right here. It's because you guys are trading the contracts or charting the contracts. My bad. Yeah, it happens. It sparks a lot of confusion all the time. But yeah, if you guys, by the way, Dava, I think that's your name, Dava. You're on ES, by the way. Yeah, are you on ES? 5,000. Yeah, you are on ES. Yeah, be careful with that. Be careful with that. But like I said, real quick, if you guys haven't already, search up NQ, click the first one right here, and then it's gonna show up, and then you guys just click it. Or if anything, I could just send you guys my chart. I completely forgot you could do that. Copy link right here. So for those that want my levels, here's the chart. This should give you guys everything. There you go. Man, I'm tired. Do you trade on TradingView? No, I do TradeView. Where did you learn long-term investment? You don't really learn that. You just kind of look at the what just makes the most sense. You don't really have to watch any videos or anything. If you like it long term, if you believe in the company, you just invest long term. There's no a lot of thing. A thing that a lot of people ask me is, yo, when's the right time to buy? How do you know which one to buy? The thing I always say is, number one, there is never a perfect time to buy. No one can ever time the market perfectly. Just buy when you guys think the time is right. If it continues going lower, once again, guys, you're holding this for decades. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm sure everyone knows that. What trades, but anyways, I mean, people always tell me like, "Yo, when's the right time to buy?" If you think the time is right to buy, just buy it, dude. Like, you know what I mean, like, I don't. What's good, Krabby?
Yo,
What's good?
chilling.
Chilling. But yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and another thing is, like I said, if there's no right time to buy, you guys can add any time, and if it continues going lower from your actual entry price, just continue adding. Remember, it's long term. It's 30 years of an investment. You know what I mean? Just because you got one bad entry on like an $1,000 position doesn't mean anything. It's not gonna be the end of the world. So yeah, just keep adding, and then just keep averaging down, and your price will just average out. So when the market actually reverses, whenever the time is is there to do it, you guys are gonna be good. Yeah, micro. Well, I kind of call it just DCing. It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, DCA. Yeah. Does anyone know how to reset my chart on TradingView? Oh no, I know nothing about the phone. What do you recommend? Weeble. No, I do not recommend Robinhood. Bro, Robinhood sucks. I would never recommend it to no one.
Robinhood.
Dude, it's garbage, bro.
That shit is ass.
Garbage, bro. Do not use Robinhood.
How's your trip, David?
It was good, bro. Bro, my flight got delayed 3 times yesterday, bro. Bro, I'm so tired. I got home at 1 in the morning.
Oh hell no.
Yep. And I got home and I started watching TikTok. So
W.
yeah. Have you noticed during the last month, price action has been a constant movement after 12 p.m. Is why is that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But if that's a pattern that we're identifying, then I mean we can always adjust to what's happening during that time, and then we just trade that. And guys, we're continuing to go lower. So there's that. What's the name of the position that you're investing in long term? It's right here. It's GEPQ. This one right here. I really like this one. Not only does it follow the QQQ, which is Nasdaq. I mean, bro, what? Oh, I was about to say. It follows Nasdaq as well. So regardless, even if you're gonna invest into QQQ, which I mean, it's if you're not gonna do dividends, yeah, do QQQ instead. But if it literally follows the same exact movement, so it's kind of like a 2-in-1 in my opinion. Yeah, so far, price is just playing around this level of liquidity. Nothing crazy is happening, but we're gonna have to wait for that entry. It might take some time, like I said, but I'm fine waiting. Let's see. Can you send a photo? Yeah. I mean, you could just see it on the screen share, no? It's clearly the same thing. What tool do you use to mark out those levels? This one right here, the horizontal ray. I feel like the daily low has been. Well, I'm not gonna say it has been. I want to see. Yeah. We could start seeing upside soon, but we're chopping up around this range. A little bit. So, the only thing I'm gonna say is it could take some time. Can you show the time frames on the sessions indicator? Yep, I got you. While we wait for the setup. Now we are getting some pretty strong buying coming in, which I guess is nice. It's looking a little bit messy though, but it's all right. Here it is, bro. I just have these two checked out. Dude, I am really tired. Oh my. Uh, David, do you look at the 1 minute just for more detail? No, I don't. I don't really do the 1 minute. I personally, I just don't like it. There's way too much happening on the 1 minute. I'm not. Keep in mind, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I just don't like it. Like myself, I don't prefer it. There's way too many candles going on. There's way too much. You know, what I mean, just too much noise. Oh wait, I was hitting. There it is. My bad. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, there's too much noise on 1 minute for me. Way too many candles. You know what I mean? I just can't work with it. So I personally stick to just a 5 and 15 minute. But yeah, all right, there you go. Anyways, this chopping means we're inversing. No, not really. It just means price is slowing down a little bit. Nothing crazy. I just want to see an impulse above at least what price did we reject from? I want to see an impulse above 750. If we're able to get an inverse off that, we can for sure get an inverse off this gap right here. It's gonna take time. By the way, one thing that I'm gonna tell you guys in the meantime while I wait for the setup is if you guys are gonna be doing the long term thing with me, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for it to really work in your favor, um, you're gonna need a lot. You need to put in a lot. Because remember, guys, I'm doing more of a what is it called, dividends. I'm doing more of that rather than stock investing. What I'm pretty much doing is just creating a second form of an income, or another form, not second, another form of an income from that. So if anything, for the people that are interested in doing like companies instead of dividends, I'll obviously give you guys a good game plan for that once I find something. But for now, the main thing that I'm looking at is that I'm actually so glad you didn't get into Section 8. I was going to, but I did a little bit more research, and I've always had dividends like in the back of my mind, but I always thought that you needed a lot, which you do need a lot for it. But same way it goes in real estate. Now, I really explained to you guys in the whole game plan as to why I'm watching it, but the reason as to why I'm watching it is mainly because it's practically like real estate, but without the headache. You know what I'm saying? You're still getting that monthly I'm not gonna say paycheck, but you know what I mean you're getting that monthly income really
It's like a
passively.
commission. It's like a
Yeah,
commission.
exactly. So my plan is to add as much as I can without really like bothering me. You know what I mean? Like yeah, exactly. Monthly cash flow. Um, but I want to add well over six figures into that. Because if I do it now while making like the most money I've ever made in my life, let's say for example something dies down in the future, I will always have something to fall back on that will pretty much guarantee me the income without me having to do it. I promise you guys, I could be sleeping all day, I can go live my life all day without looking at anything, and I'm still gonna get that monthly thing coming in every single month off dividends. But obviously it's gonna cost a lot. I mean, I was doing the math, and if I put in $130,000 into the stock by the end of the year, it's looking to pay me about $1,200 a month, pretty much for the duration of the entire stock itself. Which you guys know is JP Morgan. So I have high beliefs that I don't think is gonna fail, you know what I mean, overnight. You know what I mean? They don't pay court. No, they pay monthly. Monthly. So let's say, for example, right now I'm looking to add about $30,000 tomorrow, into the stock. That's looking to pay me about around. Remember, the dividends change based off the performance of the stock, but it usually ranges from 45 cents per share to 55 cents per share. So if I had $30,000 tomorrow, next month and next month and next month and next month and you know, for pretty much for the entire duration of the stock, which could be decades and you know what I mean, maybe an entire lifespan, is gonna be paying me $275 every single month with me, with pretty much without me having to do anything ever in my life. So what I'm trying to do is I want to have a big ad with obviously with the market selling off like crazy. Add really heavy as my first position, and every month or every 15 days, maybe add 5 to 10K into the stock. And throughout the entire year, if I continue doing it very consistently, I would have about $130,000 invested, which will bring me by the start of next year, 2026, about $1,200 every single month, pretty much for the rest of my life, just passively. And obviously, yeah, with the money that you know, what I mean, I probably won't need that $1,000 every month. You know, what I mean, to live my life, because you know, what I mean, I have my businesses and everything. I would just reinvest that. It's kind of like a snowball effect. You know what I mean? You guys add a lot into the stock, it'll pay you back with what you get paid back. You just put it right back into the stock. So it's like a snowball effect. You throw the snowball down the hill, and it'll continue getting bigger and bigger. You get what I'm saying? So keep in mind, it's not something that's gonna work out overnight. It's gonna take years for it to work out, but um in my opinion, it's a good, in my opinion, right now, at least for me, I'm really young. I'm making the most that I've ever made in my life. So it's either now or you know what I mean, nothing is ever
Never.
guaranteed. You know, exactly, it's now or never. You know what I mean? Especially with price being discounted right now. Um, you know, it just makes sense to me. You know, so that obviously if you guys want to do that, you guys can always follow along. The only problem is that you're gonna need to invest a lot to actually make something. I mean, because if you're gonna be putting $100 and everything, I'm not saying it's bad, but you're gonna be getting paid pennies. You know what I mean? Compared to if you were to put a lot. So yeah, what stock are you talking about? I'm talking about GEPQ. It pretty much follows Nasdaq. They do it's JP Morgan. They do covered strategy covered call options. So if the guy pretty much what it is, guys, is if the market goes up, this goes up. So look for comparison, right? Look at the candles, right? So it's red, green, green, right? Look at QQQ, red, green, right? So it literally it's pretty much like an index. It follows QQQ, right? And one thing I'm gonna tell you guys is yeah, they have strategies based off the market. They're not trading for value gaps. They're not trading breakouts. They have like I'm pretty sure their own algorithm that follows the market. You know what I mean? But I'm really interested in this one. And keep in mind, guys, I'm not interested in it for the growth of the stock. I don't care if it goes higher. I don't care if it goes lower. All I care about is getting that monthly what is it? I don't want to say check. Obviously, it's not a check, but I just want to get
Dividend.
paid monthly. You know what I mean? Just really, really passively.
You're getting a dividend, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
just say dividend.
yeah, dividend pretty much. But yeah, hopefully you guys like the idea, but I believe in it a lot. I really, really like this. And obviously I'll tell you guys when I get in, for those that obviously wanna follow my footsteps. But I'm gonna put not every cent into this, but I'm gonna put a lot of my money as we go on throughout the months into this right here and just set this up for retirement. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I feel like I could live very comfortably off 3 to 4K a month. So if I can somehow in the next few years like consistently add a lot of money into this and get this up to 3 to 4K a month, dude, I'm set for life. Like I can literally retire by, well, not retire, but just not work. You know what I mean? No, in Miami, well, keep in mind, dude, I don't do anything here. I don't do anything here, but keep in mind it's passively. I'll still try to have something.
Now, realistically, David, if you could run that bitch to like 5, 10K a month,
Dude,
you're actually set.
passively, bro. But that's in the million. I think that's like,
I know, but you'll get there. That's the
yeah,
thing,
exactly. Just consistently adding every month for the next few
bro. Think
years,
of it,
bro.
David, because you're making a lot right now, right?
Hmm.
So imagine you just minimum you add 50K or 100. Let's say 100K if you're like really doing really well a year. That's like I think around 8,000 a month. You could deadass have 300, 400K in a couple years in there.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
That's paying you really good. And it's like guys, it's like a thing he can lean on in case,
Yeah, it's like
right?
it's like something like, let's say for example, God forbid, but something really bad happens tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like that really warm blanket. You get what I'm saying? Like that comfort that you have
Safety net.
something to just fall back on for a little bit at least. You know what I mean? Or maybe for life,
Yeah.
depending
Yeah.
on how much you have invested. What if it goes down in a year? Yeah, you would. Now you're probably not gonna get paid. Let's say for example, this month they did really good, right? So if they did really good, they'll pay you about a higher dividend. So it'll be like 55 cents, right? But let's say for example, in the next few months, the market continues going lower because of Trump and this and this. They'll probably pay you a lower dividend, like 45 cents around there. You know what I mean? So you can always do that. What's the dividend percent? I'm pretty sure it's a 10.2 annual dividend. Let me check for you. 10.7 annual yield. So that's pretty much what they're paying. Yep, 10.7%. Yes, sir. That's pretty high. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, David.
What's up?
Two group chat.
Let me see.
Bro, you know who this is, right?
No way. What?
That's disgusting.
Bro. No. Bro, where'd you find this?
Oh,
Bro.
all
Dude, you know that's over 1,000, right?
right.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Look, I sent it.
Bro, that is crazy, bro. Guys, we are chopping like crazy, by the way. So far, nothing interesting. Keep in mind, we still have the same setup and everything, but man, this is taking forever. Now, one thing that I am gonna tell you guys is we have FOMC tomorrow, so there's somewhat of a chance that we chop throughout the entire day today for now. And we still chop out tomorrow. There's a chance. Keep in mind, no, we are not trading FOMC. No. That should not even be a question. No. We are not doing FOMC. Hell, David, bro. I am not. I do not do FOMC. I've had more bad experiences with FOMC than good experiences. So you know what I mean. Now someone did ask how does that work with taxes. Now, yeah, that tax is gonna be a big issue. Now I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that you could do a ROC. I think it's called, where it kind of like helps you out with the taxes based off dividends and stocks or something. So I would probably look into that for now. No, not R. No. Or it was ROC, right? I think you put it into your ROC. From what I read, I think it was that. Is it considered capital gains? Yes. Not only are you making money if the stock goes up, because obviously, you know what I mean, you're putting money into the stock itself. But you're also getting paid dividends, which I don't know if you get. No, wait. I don't think you get taxed based off capital gains. I think you get taxed based off your income. I don't know how it works with dividends. I'm not sure if it's capital gains. Let me search it up for you. Hold on 1 second. Is dividend capital gain? Wait, what do you even search up for that? It's capital gains. It is. Okay, so then it's capital gains then. Because I would imagine you're getting paid a dividend. It is from the stock, so it is a capital gain. Because I was gonna say maybe it depends on how much you made from your tax bracket. You know what I mean? Like if you made 30%, you're gonna have to pay 30% of whatever you made. I wouldn't know. I don't know too much about that stuff. I'm not the one to ask about that, but from what I'm seeing, apparently it is a dividends is tax short term. Damn, that's bro. That's crazy. Dividends are taxed as ordinary income. So it is based off your what's it called? Your tax bracket, right? It's not capital gains. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Can you show me how to get an LLC set up with my Apex account? Yeah, I mean, you just open an LLC, and then when you're opening up your Apex account, you just put your what's it called? Your EIN or your when I ask you for like your SN and EIN, you just put your EIN, and then it will just register it under your LLC. So whatever you make from that, whatever money you make from Apex, it will all be registered under your business account. What type of LLC should I register for this trading partnership? You could do LLC, like just regular one. Let's go Florida. Dude, I tried to. It's not in my best interest. I've never like been interested in like construction or landscaping or any of that. Where do I find my tax documents for Apex? They send it over to you. Look, if you guys haven't watched this video already, let me send it over to you guys. One sec. Look, real quick. If you guys go over to the Discord right here, and you guys click on the pinned messages over in the trading chat. If you guys have any questions related to taxes and all that stuff, I made a 1 hour and 10-minute video, all right here. So if you guys click on the pinned messages, it'll be the first one saying I keep getting asked questions on how to manage taxes, blah 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 blah. You just jump to this, and it's a 1 hour video on everything about taxes, everything. So if you guys do want to check this out, let me forward it over to live trading, and let me send it over to the premium chat. Oh, it's not here. All right. I'll just do live trading. All right, there you go, guys. So if you guys want to, obviously, if you guys have any questions, I probably already sent it here. So yeah, just check that out in the meantime. Rental properties get you a huge pay raise because you pay zero taxes. Can get a depreciation. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind everything has its pros and cons, and obviously it's no doubt that I'm gonna get into real estate in the future. But right now, especially with me being super young, I feel like there's a lot of restrictions on me. So with the money that I have now, I feel like it'll be better if I start off with dividends, and then I kind of just switch over to real estate in the future, or just add real estate in the future. But yeah, you can find your tax documents over in your email. They send it over to you. Now they're only gonna send it over to you if you made a certain amount of money. All right. Dividends are not based off capital gains. They're two different type of invest. Okay, yeah, I imagine because it would be crazy if you made if you have to pay capital gains off dividends. That'll be insane. Which I mean, it's good that we don't have to. I mean, it's based off your tax bracket, which for me it's not any better. But I mean, how does age affect your real estate? Because I don't have enough tax. What is it? Tax history, I think it's called, or credit. No, not tax history. Actually, yeah, it is that. I'm pretty sure at least in Florida you need at least 2 years to even get like to even get considered. Not credit history. Is it credit? Yeah, credit history as well. Yeah. You need a history to even get considered. You guys gotta keep in mind. I got my credit card guys, I'm 19. I got my credit card last year. I only have really 1 year worth of taxes and 1 year worth of credit. You know what I mean? So that's how it kind of plays a little downside over on my end. So yeah. Pay your mom's mortgage or rent on your name. Well, I pay rent as well, so I can kind of write that off and show that I have. I don't know how that works. But I tried talking to my accountant about it, because she did suggest me to get some piece of a real estate, with what I was bringing in, because not only would it be a huge tax advantage, but I mean, it's also an investment. So not only am I not going to be paying the money on the tax for that because it'll be a write off, but I'm also gaining appreciation from the piece of real estate without having to pay taxes. So it's kind of a no brainer. But the reason I can't is mainly because I just don't have the not the tax nor the credit history. So I need to wait at least minimum. Like I'm kind of forced to wait one more year until I do my taxes and everything and build more credit. So that's the problem. I have a question. I traded when the market opened right at 9:30 with Apex on my demo. Instead of being green, I was in the red and I took the right trade. This allows you to trade the right. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, that's not an issue. If anything, you probably just got slippage, but you're fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. Doing all this at 19 is crazy. I mean, yeah, but you gotta keep in mind, thank God, you know what I mean? I'm blessed to do it. And I have to take advantage of it. Because if I don't take advantage of it, I've seen many people that, I mean, trust me, same way you make it all, same way you can lose it all. You know what I mean? I just don't want to risk that. Because I'm the type of person, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are in here as well. Um, I'm the type of person to really overthink about my future. Like, I get it. The past, it might be good. I mean, not the past. The present, it might be good. You know what I mean? You might be doing so good every single day, making XXX a day. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's just long term. That's the only thing that I really, really, really worry about. Like I could be a millionaire right now, and I'll still worry about my past. I mean, my future. My bad. That's the only thing. So I feel like this will just give me like that extra comfort. That I can, like, if anything were ever to fall back, I can always like, or I mean, if anything were to ever go back, I can always fall back on this one thing. You know what I mean? And it will just bring me that passive thing. Because look, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, God forbid, like I always say, if something were to happen right now, I don't have anything to fall back on, like anything long term. I don't do crypto. I don't do long term investments. I don't do any of that. So I gotta take advantage of my young age. You know what I mean? And you would imagine like a trader. You know what I mean? Not into long term. You guys gotta keep in mind. I didn't really start seeing anything major until this year or until last year, technically. So now that I have the time to do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Never promise. Of course, bro. Of course. Don't worry. I'm enjoying the present, but you never know, bro. Yeah. Plus, another thing about this that's really good. By the way, what's good, Lonzo? I didn't even see you join, bro. What's good? What's good?
Yo,
What's up? Um, one thing, bro. How the market treat you, bro? Dude, right now it's
today,
yeah, dude, it's choppy as hell, bro. I've been waiting for
I
an
I
entry
haven't
for the
taken a
last
trade
hour.
yet.
No trade,
Yeah, I would take a trade.
bro. But yeah,
How are you guys doing?
chilling, bro. I'm just here, just chatting, waiting for a setup. I have an entry here, but dude, it's so slow that I don't even know if I'm gonna take it. At least I don't know yet if I'm gonna take it. But, oh, of course. Oh yeah. Speaking of a squeezy, yeah. With one thing about dividends as well, same thing as real estate. You can always pass it on. Like, if you really think about it, if you put a lot of money into that, it'll kind of create like a generational wealth type of thing. You know what I mean? Which is not something that my family has at all. So, you know what I mean, it'll be good to start it off over on my end, but I mean, you can always pass that down to your kids or to whoever you want for that. You know. So about that, when I see you already thinking, yeah, bro, it just worries me. You know what I mean? At 30, bro, you can't sign it over. Yeah, yeah. But so far, guys, market talk. This thing is slow. It's still super. I get it. We're going up. We're getting only green candles and everything. But man, it is slow as hell. So, guys, if we continue to get a slow grind up into this gap right here, and we don't get an impulsive move, I'm probably just gonna avoid it until the PM session. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. But for now, obviously, we're still trying to look for an entry above 770. But I don't, I don't, I don't know. I don't really like the way the volume is moving right now. It's really, really slow, right? And we're getting, obviously, you guys know, with very slow volume comes very unexpected pullbacks, which can also lead into our stop loss, which I don't want. You know. Yeah. Let me see. Best part about real estate is the debt or loans that you take out against the properties. Bro, yeah, yeah. Obviously, like I said, everything has its own benefits. You know what I mean? Now, what are the cons behind real estate? Well, obviously, you're gonna have some bad tenants. You're gonna have some issues. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to fix stuff. But you know what I mean? In the I personally think of real estate as a second business. It's not really so passive. You know what I mean? You guys know I have my own businesses. I have everything that I'm working with. So if I were to do real estate, it would I wouldn't have it as my main focus. You know what I mean? So right now, at least with what I'm doing, and you know what I mean, me being at the spot that I'm at right now, I got to take advantage of it and start making something really really passive that I can always fall back on. Which in my opinion would be dividends. You know what I mean? That's something that I'm really really looking forward to. But yeah, guys. I mean, you guys see what I mean? This market is so slow, and you get like these very unexpected pullbacks here. Now I don't know if it's gonna be a pullback or not, but like the selling candles, it's not something that I like just yet. And like I said, if we don't get anything too crazy out of for the morning, I'll consider coming back during the PM session. But I don't know. I don't like the fact that we have FOMC tomorrow, which can kind of lead into the market being very very slow. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And make sure that my YouTube is doing good. I bet. Yeah. There you go. I accidentally broke the 30% drawdown rule yesterday. Trade went deep green, and I did it come. Oh, what happens now? Bro, they're not gonna ban you, bro. You're fine. You're fine. It's just one bad day. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Texas real estate exam is hard. No, that's for like every place, bro. There you go. Are you just buying right for now? Yeah, obviously, there's gonna be other stuff that I'm gonna be adding into, but right now my main focus, like tomorrow, once FOMC comes out, depending on how it comes out, if it's bullish or bearish, I'm gonna look to see if it's gonna be a good buying opportunity because I'm gonna be adding about $30,000 worth of like pretty much money into GEPQ. I really like the idea. I've done the math, I've done my research and everything, and I really, really like it. It's the one thing that's really catching my interest right now. Because look, I will do long term, like investing to like Tesla or something. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I would add Tesla more, going more forward. Right now I just want to look for something like that's super super passive. And right now Tesla is doing its worst. Like I don't know why Tesla has been getting hit the hardest out of everything. Because if you look at Nvidia, I don't think it's been hit this hard, right? Yeah, look, Nvidia's kind of like it's stay obviously it's going down. We're in a bearish market, but like Tesla has been dying. Like if you guys are in Tesla, I don't know how you guys are doing, but man, this thing has been dying off like crazy. Like it's doing its worst out of everything. Now, yeah, I am seeing in the chat partially because of Elon Musk and all the stuff that he's doing, but man, this thing is taking a hard hit on Tesla. I don't know if we go lower, but damn, this thing is getting hit hard. Now, wait, did you guys see what, bro, Krabby? Did you see what happened with Mark Rober? How he's getting like shit on Twitter?
Yeah, because he fucking drove a
Dude,
Tesla into
yeah,
like a wall.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
I'm like,
where
bro,
are you ever, David? Wait, wait.
I
Where
was
are you ever gonna get a wall like that?
huh?
Where are you ever gonna get a wall like that, bro?
Yeah, for real, like, dude, I read it. I'm like Mark Rober, but bro, what's the worst that he can ever do, bro? Like, he seems like a super nice guy, but I watched the video, bro. There's so much stuff. Apparently, it was like a private sponsorship for some car company or something. Dude, it was so much that wrong that happened in that video. So much wrong. What did he do? Um, I don't even know. I myself don't know. I just saw a tweet on it, but yeah, people are finally realizing that to produce uh, much more. Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about that. You have to remember the opportunity cost. Yeah, but keep in mind, I'm not only gonna be investing into that one. I mean, I'm gonna be adding into other ones. This is just the main one that I'm gonna be adding into. For me, I do want to add into Nvidia. Um, maybe in the future, but not right now because of AI. Or maybe just into AI stocks in general. But by the way, guys, it's this thing is still chopping out like crazy. If anything, guys, okay, what time would you guys give the market if it continues to chop out until we get off? Because, dude, I by the time we get an entry and get out of this chop, it could take some time. I want to see like 11. I I don't want to sit through this market. especially with FOMC being tomorrow. I don't know. This thing is really choppy right now. Really, really choppy. What do you say about moving up slowly and seeing big pullbacks when it creeps? Well, yeah, the thing is, I said that over here, not over here when the market started chopping. So right now, it's kind of like we're just trading inside of a range. No, Storm, no, because if we okay, look, if we were to create a gap down here, you gotta keep in mind that if we inverse this gap, we're still gonna be trading inside of this choppy range, which could still like be a big mess. So I would much rather just inverse this up here. I would just wait the 1 hour or whenever we get it and just look to inverse something up here. But yeah, I might give the market like 10 more minutes, which I doubt we do anything in the next minutes. And I'll probably just come back during the PM. Because I do not want to sit through this chop. It's super, super bad. What's a reliable way to tell that that PA is over? Well, when you start seeing a lot like highs or lows being created. You know what I mean? So right now, obviously, we are trading in a current choppy market, which looks like this, right? Constant highs and lows, or not highs and lows, just us trading in a range, right? Now, when we start breaking above this range and start creating, let's say, for example, we break to the upside and we start with volume, of course, with volume, and we start creating higher highs and higher lows, this is when we're obviously out of the choppy range as we're creating a new trend to the upside, right? But right now, what's going on is we're stuck in this range. Look at this. Right now, we sold off like crazy. We're pumping back up. Nothing's going on, right? So we are in a kind of a bad market right now. You know what I mean? Like just a choppy one on the 5 minute. And even if you try trading this, I mean, you probably won't get anything crazy out of it because we're trading in a range. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's actually to take out 628. I don't have anything at 628, right? No, I don't. I don't really see anything interesting here. It's nothing crazy.
This is really bad.
Yeah. Are you eyeing anything, Alonso?
Yeah, I was eyeing longs and then we just didn't move.
Yeah, I've been looking for longs for like the last hour. Nothing yet. But you guys see what I mean, though, right? Like we sold up, we sell off, we pump back up. We're probably gonna sell off in the next candle as well. It's super, super choppy. So I'm gonna give the market like 10 more minutes to see if we're able to actually break above this range. If buyers are able to step in really, really strong. If they're not, I'm just gonna get off and come back later. If we get a setup later. If not, I'll be back tomorrow. But for now, I am not touching this range until we break out of it. David, before you buy the stock, if you're set on it, how much would you like to get? Wait, what? How would you like to get paid 1K or more to get in the position? I don't know. Sounds too good to be true. I'm just gonna be adding, bro. Nothing crazy. I'm not really looking for any shortcuts. Remember, I'm just looking for long term. Blast, how do you get prices on the side to go by? Oh, you just scroll up. So like obviously as you scroll up or down, it's gonna like filter out the prices. So you just go up or down. That's it. What time? I wouldn't know. You guys already know the deal. For the people that are new to the premium, by the way, guys, welcome. If you guys joined over the weekend, I don't have a set time on as to when I take a trade on during the PM session. Whenever I find a trade during the PM session, I'll just get on. If not, I just don't get on. It's not like, oh guys, I'll have a setup at 2 p.m. EST. No, I just simply won't know. And obviously, I'm not gonna get on at 2 p.m. exactly. Just you know what I mean? If there's no setup. So it's just whenever we find a setup. But right now, it is nothing in the market. Is it an overall a good overall tip that when things creep in either direction slowly, random pullbacks are likely? If you're talking about chop, yeah, this happens all the time. Yeah. So when we're in a choppy market, what tends to happen is prices. You know what I mean, it just does this. Literally, exactly what you're seeing on the screen right now is exactly what chop is all the time. Bro, Damien, bro, I have one as well, bro. Amazing, it's amazing. No, I wasn't. I wasn't. So the clue is slow movement. Well, it's not really slow movement. Is if price is not breaking any highs or lows, that's just really choppy. So look, if we have, let's say for example, we have a high and a low right here, and price is trading like this, this is chop. Why? Because price is not doing any it's not continuing anywhere. So what are we doing right here? Look at right here. We have a high, we have a low, we are trading inside of the range. Nothing is going on right now. So obviously we can't get a trade going if we have nothing here. Keep that in mind. I guess my point is no, do not try to anticipate chop. No. Or what do you mean that's like trade chop or anticipate if it's coming?
Bro, we'll dump like 500 points. People will take a trade and be like, "Oh, why did we chop?"
No.
Like, bro.
Yeah, they nerfed New York this week. I think it's time to
yeah.
go trade Asia.
Bro, I don't what? I wasn't active in the market yesterday. I got off like really early. Bro, what ended up happening in the market? I opened Twitter when I was at the airport like at night and everyone was red, bro. Everyone. I'm talking I think Desi was red. Ryan was red. Bro, what ended up happening? Really
It
bad
was a
market.
choppy AM.
Yeah, really choppy. Really, really choppy. The PM
PM
was
delivered,
nice though.
but-
I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at it,
Yeah.
it was pretty nice, but
Yeah, anything you would take AM wise, it's just like you'd see like a 5-minute gap go inverse. You think, okay, there's a good long, good structure, good low that we took, and then you see prices come right back down.
yeah, bro. It's the most annoying thing. Yeah, bro, yesterday I got a quick scalp. I didn't make anything crazy out of it, but I got a quick scalp for 35 points. I just got out. But yeah, bro, yesterday was bad, bro. Like all of Twitter was red. But yeah, guys, so far, bro, Lanto.
Yo,
Bro, did you see, I just opened Twitter, bro. Did you see what Ryan put out with the
yep. Look at my comment.
dude? That is crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro. I wouldn't even look. No offense or anything, bro. I wouldn't even go 10 feet. That is
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Cab, you definitely take a photo.
Maybe,
Nah,
Oh,
you
God, you
definitely
would.
bro.
I wouldn't.
Nah, dude. 1,000 is crazy, bro. More than
Nah, is that-
1,000, in fact.
That fucking creature. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, bro. Disgusting.
Bro. But guys, I mean, you guys see what's going on still. Like I said, I'm gonna give the market like around 11, maybe 11:10, the latest. But bro, this thing is choppy.
Yo, Krabby, what the hell?
What?
Look at chat. Look at David's chat.
Hey, wait, Krabby, didn't you put that on your Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I am so tired. Yeah, guys, look at this, guys. You see what I mean? Complete chop. So if anything, the PM session might have to be the trade today, if we even get anything. We're gonna dump now. We're probably just gonna go right back up, bro.
We are actually chopping so bad.
Yeah.
Exactly what happened yesterday.
AM was not this bad.
Yeah, it was. It was up and down just like
Mm-mm.
this. It wasn't as volatile, or right now we're not as volatile, but it was definitely this bad. It was very up and down.
The AM session was here, right? Oh yeah.
Huh?
That's right. Yeah, I remember, bro. Yeah, look, I ended up getting a trade off these two candles right here. I entered like right here, and I sold like down here.
You traded Monday?
Yeah, I traded yesterday. Yeah, 35 points. I ended up catching this inverse off this gap right here. We got a London sweep, external sweep, sold off a little bit, at least here. And I just took a quick scalp off this inverse right here at 918. Into like the 800s, like 880s, and I just completely got out there. But bro, no, the PM session, bro, it would have been the easy. Look, if I was able to trade the PM session yesterday, which I even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Dude, I would have taken this trade any day of the week, right here. This inverse right here would have been beautiful. I would have taken it, but I wasn't able to trade it, so sucks. But I don't really care. And now we got to deal with this. So, bro, bro. Yeah, bro. Guys, I'm about to get off for the AM. This thing is not. Let's see. Maybe not 1K, but at least. Wait. Let me read this. Wait, I don't get it. Wait, do you sell options? Oh, damn. I think that's what it is. But anyways, guys, I'm about to get off, man. This thing is really slow. I'm not trying to deal with this market. At least not right now. Maybe for the PM, but if I were you guys, maybe get off for now. This thing is super slow. Yeah, you sell option? Oh, okay. Makes sense. But yeah, guys, I guess in the meantime, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. And if we get something in the PM, I'll get back on live. But right now, definitely not a market I'm really interested in at all. All right, guys. But yeah, all right. Peace out, Krabby. Peace out, Lonto. Peace out, chat. I'll see you guys later if we get anything. All right. Peace out, chat. Peace. And YouTube, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I know we didn't end up catching anything crazy today. We stole our green from yesterday, which I'll show you guys right here. You guys see right here. I was gonna enter longs, but I'll just leave this here. We ended up catching about 35 points yesterday. Nothing crazy, but you know we made something. But I don't know. Just today's market is not. It doesn't look super convincing. I don't really like it all that much. So we'll see. If I do see anything later, guys, make sure to join the Discord with the first link in the description. I'll be active in the premium for the PM session. Hopefully we can get some trades going. But for now, guys, I am going to get off. All right, guys. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. All right, guys. Peace out. Peace.